So a bit of context. In my Inazuma 11 meme review video, I said this. If this video gets... How many likes do my videos get normally? I have no idea. If this video gets 250 likes, I will make up the video with this exact thumbnail. And well, we did hit 250 likes. Somehow. Thank you guys so much for that. But yeah, it does mean I do have to make this video now. And this is why Ray Dark is based. Otherwise known as a character review of Ray Dark done in a top 5 format. We're going to be doing my top 5 Ray Dark, like kind of character arcs from the different seasons. It'll make sense as we go. My top 5 versions of Ray Dark. Why Ray Dark is based. You'll figure it out as we go. Without further ado, let's just dive straight in. And thank you to Omajan for making the thumbnail of today's video. It is delightfully cursed. So in 5th, we have Grandfather from Inazuma 11 Go Chrono Stones. Now obviously Grandfather just kind of appears as a final post-game boss or whatever. He's like in charge of the post-game route. The whole Grandfather route, which is full of the hardest teams in the game. And as a surprise appearance of Ray Dark to kind of subtly set up Galaxy, whilst at the same time just kind of serving as, oh shit, it's Ray Dark, these teams mean business. Yeah, it's cool. He doesn't really do a lot, but he's just kind of there, and that's cool. Also, random thing about Grandfather, he is a ridiculously good coach, and he's the coach that I generally use in Galaxy, which is pretty fun. So shout out to him for that. Overall, I just think Grandfather is a cool surprise appearance from Ray Dark. There's nothing here to really chew into. There's nothing really here to like actually take away from it. He is just here to be threatening, to be Ray Dark, and to set up Galaxy. Cool. Cheers, mate. Number 4 is Season 2 Ray Dark, aka the Ray Dark who puts together Royal Academy Redux. I love the characterization here. Ray Dark is obsessed with this idea of Royal Academy. He is obsessed with this idea of creating this super kind of privileged, weirdly put together kind of team. He wants Royal Academy. He is obsessed with it. In some ways, it feels he's obsessed with Jude, and because of Jude obviously being from Royal Academy originally, he's obsessed with this idea of creating his own new Jude. We see that again later on in the list, but we kind of see remnants of this with Caleb Stonewall, though in a very kind of beta alpha state, like very early in development, you could say. I mean, Caleb is a midfielder. There are similarities there. But I think Ray Dark in Season 2 is kind of Ray Dark a bit looser. He's a bit wilder. He is obsessed with Royal Academy, hence Royal Academy Redux. He is getting across these players, David Sanford, Joe King, he's stealing them, he's giving them power, he's converting them, mostly just to taunt the fuck out of Jude Sharp, which I do kind of respect. But yeah, I think Ray Dark in Season 2 is just an absolute mustache-twirling villain. He's a very minor villain, he's only there for 1 chapter, but he serves his purpose, and I think it tells us a lot about his character. Number 3 is Ray Dark from Galaxy Astrio Black. Now, I'll be honest, the ending of Astrio Black's character has never quite made sense to me, the amount of times I've seen Galaxy play Galaxy. I have no idea. There's a robot version of him, I guess, and he's also a bad guy, but a good guy, but a bad guy, but a good guy, and I have no idea. But what I do love is how he opens. I love the badass of him to go, y'all, I'm going to choose my own Earth 11. I don't give a fuck about Mr. Reddit over here choosing his FFI team. I'm going to choose my own FFI team using Football Manager Wonder Kid scouting. And that to me is so very based. I just have to respect. And then actually seeing Astrio Black coaching, I love. It feels very Coach Travisy in a way. He's doing these kind of vague things that feel like they don't help the team at all, but then turn out to really help the team. And that's absolutely my favorite way of coaching in Inazuma 11. I think it's just really fun and satisfying to watch. I mean, if we compare it to Coach Hillman, who doesn't really do anything aside from, I guess, just be really good moral support and also sign Jude to his team, then it's cool. It's cool actually seeing this manager work. This coach work after having heard about him for so long. He's been the villain for like 5 seasons now, though he wasn't in Go, and he was, you know what I mean? He's been this big villainous force forever, so actually seeing him work with our protagonists and actually seeing how he coaches, it's really cool. But then we move on to number 2, and that's Season 1 Ray Dark. This guy tries to drop some iron bars on children. He is potentially the ultimate mustache-twirling villain. He loves drugging children, he loves killing children, And he also is just generally kind of the worst. And obviously I'm not going to say I respect any of that, but as an actual villain, especially a comically over-the-top Inazuma 11 villain, yeah, absolutely, 100%. He is without a doubt the ultimate Inazuma 11 villain, and Season 1 Raid Dark, despite being so comically over-the-top, it works. It works. He's threatening, intimidating, he creates two of my favorite teams in the game. Yeah, love him. Well, not really, he kills children, but you know what I mean. And number 1 is Season 3 Raid Dark, because Season 3 Raid Dark pulls off the ultimate thing. They take this insanely comically over-the-top character, and they Severus Snape him. They decide what we're going to do is we're going to turn out that he's actually quite a decent guy in his core. And they do that by putting him in charge of Orpheus. And it works. Because of Orpheus and also then Team D, we see his obsession with Jude Sharp. We kind of learn about how that obsession with wanting to dominate football kind of started with his dad. And I think it creates genuinely a bit of a tragic character. Yeah, he's still kind of a children killer, but now he's, I guess, a bit more of a sympathetic ex-children killer, which is a very weird line for Inazuma 11 to be walking on. He in no way gets redeemed. I think he's still quite actively a bad guy at the end of it, but we see him have his little Severus Snape moment, and it's quite nice. And the Orpheus and Inazuma Japan match is great, and his part in that is really, really great. We kind of learn that he is a really good coach, and we see his connection with players, which is very sweet. And then he gets hit by a car or something. Typical Inazuma 11. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. This was Why is Raid Dark based, and well, I'm never going to make promises ever again. See you then. Bye.